Right, so it's the 3rd of February 2025, and we're going to go into the 4th. Since I've been back home, so about 5 hours I've been back, I've had intense burning in the chest, and it's been in the throat, and it's been really raw, and also burning in the face and other parts of the body. So we got a break in. Justin said, smash you in, dead meat. Justin said, being beat up said, loud bite to an erection, over 40 shouldn't be with a sexual lady, gonna get beat up said. Right, so 5:55 AM, 8 times loud bike issue. Oh, for God's sake. Sex van before I forget the name of it. Right, I failed the fucking evidence because we couldn't take it properly because they're putting fucking children in my fucking car to stop me getting the evidence, you little bastards. Right, so right, it's a bike issue this morning, so hang on a second. Right, so initially I go for a little walk this morning because I felt a bit, the burning problem was bad. So I've been very burny, so just fancied doing a walk. That came with very heavy setups. So all this, about as busy as what it is now. At 6:40 AM this morning, just before that. So you had a bike time to erection, a bike time to erection, a bike time to an erection, 2 bikes time to an erection, started vehicle, bike time to an erection, sexual car, and started car, and sick car, angled at me, bike time to an erection, same again, and with a motorbike after that. And then same again. After that, bike time to an erection. Obviously I try and go back to sleep for 45 minutes, and when I wake up, I'll just get the sheet of paper in a minute. I think it's 24 loud bikes timed to 24 erections, and then obviously coming out a 6-scoop vehicle I photographed the evidence, so you can look on my when I put it on the internet. And then you had a cess van, as I mentioned, and busy traffic in a black and blue sexual black-white pattern. Back goes catalytic converter. We've got another scoop saying, yep, YPH. And now what we're doing what they've done yesterday, so it'll be the Zimmer frame next. They haven't done that yet. Grey time, look. Reversing back, sorry. Right, so we've got a white sexual car, Mac plain van, YPH 6 scoop, blue car, grey, white, black and fucking blue, red, grey, sick, black and blue car, red, YPH lorry again, 2 white, Thatcher's van, 2 black, grey, sick, blue, Saven said, and fart smell because the person that's on the bus is right next to me. SD van, SD services, to apply Sadie Dando, blue car, white, sick, and what you call it, bucket from a dumper truck tipping out, grey sexual car, halfway shag, which is drum tobacco t-shirt or something like that. We've just had a dad van now, grey. God's got it in for me today. Creator God, if it's not the creator God, then it's the government that's setting it up. so it might be a similar word, but this one says take your fucking life apart. Abri van to apply agree. 2 grey. Willie shoots up, so they've pushed so a bike's being pushed at me. SJA van and another Gap dumper truck scoop tipping up on another part of the road, a different part of the road, sorry, which has been timed as well. Schick Baxter van, up the age van, Hag van. Right, that's HAG Hag, not the Hags, which is the more common van that occurs. This is the one with just the 3 letters of Hag. Right, so Willie shoots up and they've timed the bike out the side road. Then, same again. Bike timed out of a road, angled at me, times of erection. Civils lorry. White, black, then white. Car timed up the road. Grey sexual car timed. Willie shoots up's a bike. Then they timed the bike means Mike van. The FK dad van and Mike sick. Likewise van, white car, grey car, RA Wicks or Raw Wicks van. Like a musical note, a D. You know, one of those musical notes on a sheet music. Well, that's sort of a D. That's on the side of a van. A blue car, ripping you to pieces van. That's not the ripping you to pieces paper shredder van. This is a new ripping you to pieces van. And then after that you have in every life you live. And then there's something else written on the t-shirt. I couldn't make out what was it said because I passed too quickly on the bus. Right, so just past a house window, as I was looking to the top of the window, there's a man in his 30s that's sexually abusing a girl child. This is a rough type person as well. It's not your average calm type person. This looks like a type of person that in fact gives me threats or says he's going to smash you in or whatever. This is a rough person, and I could see it clear as day, and that was what he was doing. Straight after that, there's a laughing armchair van that poses as a very proud, grateful and pleased, and then Hellier van, and then Grey Sick. So the smash you to pieces, rubble smashing flatbed lorry has occurred. In the midst of all this, there's been about 1,000 cars since I left the bus station. 90% to every car being set up to a suggestion like black and blue, knife-shaped, gun-shaped or sexual. Age is just a number, it's love that counts, t-shirt. Granny for you van. That's not granny's, granny for you is a new van name. But of the same type of setups that have occurred in the past. There's a sneeze next to me. Red car, juice and grab lorry, learner car, bikes allowed van. That's the same spelling as girls allowed, but bikes allowed. Grey car, let's sex things up on a car window with a sunny type picture, orange sexual car with light on, and just your general flow of traffic. Black and blue, grey, white, sick white, gun-shaped pattern or whatever, with about another 150 cars. Now there's a Sunset Waste partnership coming, and DX lorry. Right, message to you van, PJL van, RT Keedwell van, Langford construction van, smashed glass looking miracle with smashed red paint looking picture. 1940s vehicle that looks like it's made out of iron, possibly, but it's all rugged. After that you've got like a gypsy looking vehicle that's 1970s with a lot of graffiti on it. Wheel of Fire van, the Rocking Donkey van, and time to another erection. They need to time another loud bike, and now we've got fucking black and blue, grey. Right, black and blue car, grey, the tables have turned van, Jesus Christ top, pussycat van, cheering van, then another cheering van, a laughing G van, 6-step, grey sexual car with light on, and Cheddington vans. Sexuality is the problem around here, followed by a Wainwright lorry, age concern van, a van with Zimmer frames, in a sky picture, like a light blue picture with loads of Zimmer frames. I've not seen that one for a while. Grey, white, red sexual car with light on, Lisa's van, black, white car, raw van, adults van, SK van, and then spastics pushed past people, if there's a polite word to use, mentally handicapped people that are in wheelchairs. Mapped out van, life learner car, Noetic Science glass van, Capital One van, tractor with a grabbing teeth, fork, arm, and smashed brains looking picture that's on the side of the van, where it's like the look of hard to describe. His mouth's open, his eyes are wide at the same time, and it looks like his face, or his head's just been smashed in. SIQ or SI. It's like that lorry just passed. Right, Kex van, CEX to apply sex. A pink sexual car saying girlfriend. There's like a girl racer mini car, and it's got a picture of a rabbit head on it. No chance van, rapid removals van, a vehicle timed out a side road to smash into the bus I'm on, and tied to the seating area where I am sat. There's a children's van saying messy, so I just said messy, but you know it's a children's van. Then Street Fighter t-shirt, Buster Stunt van, and then a van with a smashed skeleton picture on the side of it, which looks like one of those ghost train or fairground ride sort of vehicles, but it's not a fairground ride, it's more of a place where you go where you have to, that sort of suggestion, but either way I'm not happy with the suggestion being applied. Right, Crook and Son lorry, break-in or burglary suggestion on top of this, with another vehicle, Somerset Waste Partnership, 3 bikes tied to an erection, life means life t-shirt, a van with razor wire drawn all over it, a van with black and yellow zigzags, also, which is a separate vehicle, Foo Fighters jumper, always on time van, fast kill van, going, gone van, time for work van, earn a living van, ripping you to pieces van, and this time it's the regular ripping you to pieces van, sexual car, picture of a sexy lady with her back only showing, Davies Turner lorry, grey time, Somerset Waste Partnership, Hot Point van, granny aged about 80 wearing heavy red lipstick and wearing makeup, and then a red car. Right, got the Afterlife van now, ripping you to pieces van occurs again, and then a Gunpoint van, blood motorbike, fuel injection van, Hearst, there's a load of text, a chin is being hitched by someone in a car, tied to an erection, they time it look like to a school teacher that raped me as a child. Straight after that there's a Make Love Not War t-shirt, Spill Your Guts t-shirt, which is a black t-shirt with that written on it, grey, white, grey. I smash his fucking brains out in a minute, said. Grab lorry, red, black and blue, grey sexual car, Boilerman van, Friars van, sexual car, do you understand van, Sad Bastard jumper, it's delivery van, van is a van that says that, timed, white sexual car with light on, grey sexual car with light on, car one light out, Shoot Dead said, grey white, orange sexual car with light on, a blue sexual car with light on, bonus bike timed, and then a bike wheelie at me, DSV van, fucking hell. Right, 7 van, car one light out. I'm not going to say what this vehicle is, there's no need for this, because it will offend my father. I mean, there's been a couple of vehicles today where it's had my dad's name in it, but this one's a little bit too far-fetched to say the name of it, so I'm going to leave it out.
Then we have 2 more bike issues. Then there's a motorbike with 2 wheels at the front. Sneezed at, timed as I walk off the bus. Then I sneezed at again by someone coming out of the shop. And then same again. I'm coughed at. I'm forced out of a shop after someone sneezes in my direction 3 times. Black and blue red timed. Sneezed at timed around the corner. Seagull says busting repeatedly in a yeah haha way. They're stacking on and fucking piling the action on me when I'm trying to take a picture of something. Right, that's an aider's car. Do apply aids, right. If I get a fucking say, ups and choked by catalytic converter. Fucking hell. Right, ups van, sick said, sick as fuck, being shot dead. Drain covers fucking it over, slammed over to tell me my life's down the drain as I pass a drain. Oh, fuck's sake. Lost your life. No, lost. You're being knifed, Saven said. But me, Justin, because that's my name, I'm not Saven. Penis up some motorbike, Seagull says dead meat, paedophile, choked by catalyst, orange car, sexual car. A bike tied to erection. Willie shoots up bike, and then obviously I've forgotten what the other setups are because all this action being fucking slammed at me. Right, another ups van timed. White. They don't want you taking pictures of anything. Grey. Now putting people on my path. So there's a setup to tell you, you fuck people that rape you as a child. Do you understand? It's made fucking clear, alright? We're gonna slice your fucking wrist with a creator god, and we're gonna rip you to fucking pieces in your next life. We want you to sex suck the guts in and out of people that raped you as a child. So that's their fucking setup. Then there's 19 cars that are stopping me to take a picture, so I'm going down to the end of the same road where I want to take a picture, so to wait until all this fucking traffic moves out my fucking way that they're fucking setting up. At the same time, there's a grab lorry, like a nasty suggestion. Black and fucking blue, white and grey, white, and smashing those drain covers hit over to tell me my life's down the drain. At the moment, they haven't actually timed the life's down the drain van, but they are applying that. Right, so I've been laughed at trying to take a picture of a signpost, so nothing you can do about that. Seagull says wheelchair. Seagull's and something else, can't remember what it is. I'm writing it down. And tying to sexual excited impulses in my penis and twitches and erection or whatever. A bicycle only in my direction. Go to cross the road, and obviously they want to hit me off, so they cut me up on the corner to time a car to smash me to fucking pieces. And then black-white car timed at speed to smash me as I try crossing the road. I started cars and a couple of cars reverse up me with a catalytic converter on it. Dog barks beat up. So I'm trying to take a picture of the signpost and they just step up the whole traffic. This road is dead with hardly any vehicles at all. They only do it on purpose. Yeah, people are laughing at me. There's nothing I can do about it because this is what the government are causing. They cause as much shit as they can. Now bleach of Lavem lorry. Need to set all this up, nothing you can do about it. 100 years guaranteed down the street. Yeah, you fucking crest bastard, you sexual slaughter tearaways. You know what's going to happen next, don't you? We're going to fucking rip you to pieces in your next life. It's going to be set up. We're going to rape you as a baby, in your next life, or a child in your next life, and we're going to play about with you in a fireplace with poker sticks and drinking your blood. That's the next setup. So we've got a load of fucking black and blue. But I'm going to have to stop the recording because I need to write all this down. And it's going to continue, it's not going to stop. People are being put in my path, left, right and centre, so I don't get to hear what I want to need to say. Knife-shaped pushchairs timed. Black and blue white timed. Seagull says being smashed in, haha. Yeah, you're a sick cunt. Won't fancy anyone over the age of 40, said. Right, I'll just tell you what the setups are first, because I want to mention something and I can't do it because I keep on putting many people in my path, and there's been more setups. Right, so a Seagull says being beat up. That's right, haha. And fuck bab sounds all similar, so that's repeatedly. And obviously, as you know, down the dead end, they put as much havoc as they can possibly fit, and they construct around me to cause as much trouble, as much misery, and as much mess as they can fuck up on me. Right, so there's a knife-shaped shovel or bucket carried which is like triangular, if that's the right word to use, but stretched. Right, I can't go that way. More people. There's a hearse timed, and then there's a hearse my way, and a white car over a drain cover, but controlled in a way ready to smash me to pieces. Going back to what happened like just now with the threat, the thing is, you don't tell people who have never had sex in their whole life to go with people over the age of 40 for first ever sexual relationship. Firstly, everyone's a stale stale piece of shit. I don't know where people are fucking round then, alright? It's fine, Christ, and if I get any trouble, it's your fucking doing, you bastard. Unless the government are causing it. They don't want me to have a say. When it comes to sexuality, you shut your fucking mouth, you have your fucking wrist, you have your fucking throat cut, you've had sex with people that raped you as your child. That's all you get. You fucking make it clear. That's what Christ is saying, Crest bastard. Right, so basically, all my enemies, they made everyone a single mother when they were a teenager or in their 20s. Some in their 30s, but not many. Yeah, I'm told I got to go with people over the age of 40 for first ever sexual relationship. So that means if I'm being told I'm a sick cunt if I don't go with anyone over the age of 40 for first ever sexual relationship with a woman, then that means everybody has had sex under the age of 40 in living history today or at any point in time means everyone's a sick bastard on planet Earth. Right, so next problem is, why should I be told to go with a stale piece of shit that's very used and fucked all my enemies or had thousands of people? And the next problem is they're putting people on my path so that I can't have a say of what I need to fucking say, okay? They do this all the time, 24/7. They control my movement, they control everyone's movement around me to cause as much fucking misery, as much fucking havoc, as much shit stirring, and as much trouble as they can possibly cause. Usually they time the time to get busy car followed by murder because they want to copy a music track from Strictly Underground Records released in 1994, which is called A-Sides Murder Time to Get Busy Mix, which says murder, just. So that's why they're rigging up the vehicles in that pattern to make the suggestion they want me hit off. Ever since they increased this action to the full to cause as many people as possible to come out of every house, every corner, every roadway or whatever to cause as much inconvenience and as much trouble as they can possibly cause, that's been going on since mid-November. There's only been about the equivalent to about 3 days since that time where that action hasn't been solid, and even on those days where it's been increased, where it's been less, people timed. I will mention something else. That's it. Every single shop aisle I've gone into, apart from about 70 aisles since November, out of all shops I've been in, they've timed someone to come out of a path, out the aisle in a shop, every single aisle. And in most cases it comes with people time sneezing in my face, coughing or something like that. As I stop this recording, a seagull says, shot dead. Right, I don't take to these negative types of women, so when I'm being told I should be going in with ugly people, then I'm not going to be able to fancy that type of person. And also I don't want someone who's a single mother, and I shouldn't be forced to go with someone who's a single mother, especially if I've had nothing in my whole life. Anyway, going back to these setups, every time I've walked into a shop or walked out of a shop doorway, this is every time now, not minus 70 aisles since November, I'm talking about going in a shop or out of shop. Each shop I've gone into or out of, they have timed someone to be in the doorway in both directions out of every single shop I've been in since November, and again it's come with coughing or sneezing in my face. If we go back to 2022, I had 40 to 150 threats every single day between October 2021 to September 2022. Also, it was the same amount of people that were photographing me with their smartphone saying they're going to get someone to kill me, to knife me down, to shoot me dead, to smash me to pieces, or to break in, or to inject me with HIV, or to take my life apart. All because of mistaken identity, or because of whatever they're doing. Well, that was every day as well, and that could sometimes be up to 150 times as well. The other thing that they were doing was timing over 40 people per day to sneeze or cough in my face, at least. And could be up to over 200 on some days. And that's just 2022. And it looks like since the middle of November to current day now, they're trying to start that problem again. Right, so Seagull has just said, next life you're being molested again, ha ha ha, and then he's claiming I've molested Sadie when I've never had sex with Sadie Dando, Stephanie Jill Hill, whatever her surname is, or Amy Weston, or Ian Dando, or whatever. Right, Seagull says next life you're being molested again, and then says ha ha ha, molested Sadie. Someone says you're being injected with HIV, dead meat. Gun looking thing on a van roof. Teen girls say he's had his fun. So it's time to get busy. Right, so Seagull says dead meat, paedophile, child rapist, black mixed with red sexual car, sneezed at, van reverses at me, it's the van I'm up now. As I move away, black and fucking blue, white, red. You're sad, said. Daisy's van, sneezed at 4 times as more people come in my direction, and I'm forced back to where I am. So, a red grey car, and then a nice gush of sneeze goes at me. Knife-shaped pushchair, and black and fucking blue. Right, black and blue, kick his fucking head in, said. So they just timed car to smash me to fucking pieces, cutting me up on the corner once again. This happens all the time now. He's Savan being shot dead, said, and then black and blue car timed, and now black and blue sexual, and a heavy flow of traffic. I've had to divert where I was initially going to go because I can't stay there because there's too much organised force against me. Right, so I've had to pass a started catalytic converter on a car, choking me out, and there's been about 150 cars. Every single car of those 150 cars roughly are in that pattern of black and blue, sexual, knife shaped or gun shaped, or another suggestion that's nasty. Right, some more cars started as a pass, lots more black and blue, sick, white, sexual. Continuing on top of the 150, it's been another 50. Obviously it is a busy road, not usually this busy. My penis shoots up to bike only my way, Bob's knob van, and bike pushed at me. Right, every single aisle in the shop, they timed a person. No sneezes as yet, or coughs. It will come. Right, so I can't remember how many aisles I went down, but it's roughly 10 after I stopped the recording last. They timed a person out of every aisle. Zimmer frame was timed 3 times, and I sneezed at 3 times. And there was one lot of spit talking. When I got to the checkout, the person over me sneezed, but he did put his hand in front of his mouth to some extent. And also the cashier, while serving me, she sneezed, but she did turn her head. And then after that, time to hit Cheap End, there's a bike, and now there's a tractor with a soup bucket. Right, an ugly lady with ginger hair, aged about 60, has just phlegm coughed near me, right at me, not realising that phlegm can fly out your mouth. Then you had an orange van. A car cuts me up, trying to smash me to pieces on the corner unexpectedly, and they're circling me with the sunshine. Turner Bill van, being shot, he's Savan said, which is not my name. 4 lots of rough types of people timed or angled into me. Luckily there was no threats, but these weren't happy types of people that were being put in my direction. I can't go into church, and obviously walking out of the church there's people about, but I'm going to have to say this regardless because there's no way I can get my say. Right, so while trying to photograph a light, time to an itchy bell end means a bike timed at the church doorway as it's faced in that direction. Seagull then says shag BAB, which is Bab, and goes haha, being smashed out, no one left. And now there's black and blue car. Message to you van, just in time van with a smashed double bell alarm clock where the cartoon character smashes it with a mallet. It also says just in time in the middle of the clock flight face. Rent a kill van, sneezes as I pass someone. Someone who's rough says he's dead. Willie up, bike only, grey white, black car followed by yellow, knife shaped car, rough person my way, puts his hand into his fist and said He's fucking dead. Right, so Willie shoots up to the bike. It's timed to cross the road. There's a Langford van, in fact, which is my surname. A person sneezes at me, coming out of a shop, an old granny. Then there's orange, black and blue with a load of other cars as I walk across the road. I'm sneezed at again, forced out of a shop, and then someone sneezes over me from behind after I walk out the shop, and then a car cuts me up on the corner. God knows about this. The creator god's fucking cursing my recordings now. So I go to cross the road, and we have 6 cars and a van to cut me up while trying to cross a narrow road where there's hardly any traffic that usually goes down there. Right, so 6 cell calls slammed at me. 2 more fucking sneezes slammed at me. Grey sexual car, Mac van before this, and white grey sex. He's being beat up, child rapist, Yep said, in temper. Right, so we have a person on crutches my way, and then obviously we need to get that sneeze at me. It needs to be done, you see, it's got to be done. For Christ. Fucking evil bastard. Right, I moved from someone on a phone talking about sex, and I step in sick on the path. Bow whistled at. I walk out of a shop and they time a van to be started with a catalytic converter on there, an exhaust that smells like rubbing 2 stainless steel knives against garden cress, except about 50 to 100 times stronger. Right, so sneezed at. All points van, always on time van timed, forever van, Phoenix van and Zimmer frame my way. Knockdown t-shirt. Smack out jumper, violence written on a window of a boy raced a car, making it clear to you, and then there's a tip of the iceberg van, and then a bike from behind timed to erection. The start of things to come, decoration van, painters and decorators, and then after that I'm being choked up by catalytic converter stench. Down the drain van. This is not the life is down the drain, but just says down the drain, and agree van, spelled AGRII. I failed to photograph the evidence. There's a new van name, I don't think I've seen this one before. It says tearing you to bloody pieces, and bloody is spelled BLOODY, not BLEADY, which is a regular spelling I use. Looks like they're getting fucking nasty today, doesn't it? Right, so got a rack van that's timed, splatter van, RAA van, so RAA, and then after that, spanners on the side of a van, blood van, empty wheelchair my way, and a dragon firing fire out of its mouth, or whatever it's doing. Wyvern Cargo's the name company of that, and a sectional car with a white light iron, and now a van with 1 light out. Right, Veggie said, because I was taking a picture of something, 2 more vehicles with a light out, 1 light out that is. A van saying broken bones, Clearview van, here comes the night van, pass with a pip car, Mercked lorry, MRCT, and Gist lorry, Michael Winehouse van, Bradford's, and then Perform panel lorry. Advanced air van, know-how van, pros van, which can be a short term to the name prostitute, and then dat sad or dat sap van. Right, taking out the equation, all the cars, which is about 80% at the moment. There's a Laughing G van, a rack van, Sparks lorry, 2 more rack vans, a beastie looking gun shaped car, 1940s gun looking racing car, again a 1940s black London taxi or London cab type car, a Lancelot van with a bow and arrow on it, a van with twisted razor wire looking picture that looks very sharp, not the same one I saw earlier, this is a different one. A picture of a boxing fist in a car window, and an upside down M faced as a W on a van. Right, exhaust pipe on a van looking like a gun. See you next life, trash cowboy. about 20 texts or so, 1 cell call, a van with a line of fiery glowing balls, similar looking to the Super Mario game. The wheel of fire van occurs again. All 8 people on the bus have to sneeze. When I get off the bus, there's 17 started cars, or cars reversing at me, 17 in total. 2 people cough at me, terrible flu in the shop, and then next to me in the queue, and he's sounding very rough as well. Right, they got a coffee morning in the church, so that's out the door. Right, so there's a grey sectoral car. Spit talk goes into my eye. After that, a bit of tweets some Lester the Kiddie. Red timed. Someone dusting off a carpet outside, and all that's blowing my way with the draft outside. Then we have some rough people having an argument, and then they start on me as they pass. Heavy traffic stops me crossing the road, and there's people behind me who are sneezing near me from behind, stopping me go back the other way, and I can't go the other way because there's a wall. So I have to face them with no choice, but luckily there wasn't any problems. Then there's a creamy sectoral car mixed with dark red, then a dark brown purple type sectoral car, and then I'm choked out by a catalytic converter, and then I'm able to get on the next road, which is this road where the traffic calms down. So a car reverses at me with a catalytic converter, car backs at me, and there's a fence and a wall that stops me avoiding it, so I've got no choice but to face it. Ups van, Seagull says far ha, car trying to hit me, avoiding a rough person, and then a car comes my way, swerving around someone to avoid hitting him, and nearly hits me instead. After that, on the corner, there's an overhanging trailer trying to rip my legs off from behind. This road's been dead for 5 minutes. As soon as I enter the road, it's busy. It just suddenly kicks off. Now, I just want to mention something about this. While doing a walk towards Barrack at the end of last year, that road was completely dead without a single car for almost 1 hour. When I was on that road, they timed about 80 cars, all to be mangled up and fucked up around me. And it was every time I reached that road, there was always vehicles on that road. Yet when I'm not on that road, or I'm chilling out down the woodland path, or doing a documentary like this, there's not a single car, because you'd hear it or you'd see it going past. So they're being really sly about this. Right, someone was carrying a Now That's What I Call Music 117 CD, and they timed a 5-star rating van. Well, my personal opinion about these Now That's What I Call Music CDs that are in the charts is they're just a load of rubbish. Right, so then we have a sisterhood car. Someone carrying a newspaper about a school killing, SSE van to apply C, black white car, colliding on the road, DHL van, 2 overhanging trailers with vans coming the other way, and because the drivers are angry, it means I nearly get my legs taken off by both of those overhanging trailers from behind. Get an itchy bell end, so 8 times loud bike, and then there's a freewheel bike my way. The increase of traffic flow increases, so I go back the other way to where I was when I did the last recording. So there's about 200 cars in about 10 to 15 minutes, and obviously the sun's come out again. For 2023, you had the equivalent to about 6 24-hour days of cloudy, rainy or hazy sunshine weather. Otherwise, every day was blue skies and sunshine right through the whole of 2023, where I was anyway. Same for 2024, but you had about 8 days, and that's it. January 2025, you had just 3 to 4 cloudy days, which is a bit more than previous years. In 2022, you had the equivalent to about 3 weeks, 24-hour days of heavy rain or cloud that was very minimal. Otherwise, it was sunshine with blue skies. I mentioned this specific painting, which is a picture that I saw on the internet back in 2015-2016 area, which looks very similar to a lady called Lauren who works in Tesco's in Highbridge, who's in a relationship with a boyfriend called Mike, and They've been together for many years, I don't know how many, but it must be a decade. And she has 2 ginger-haired children. When she saw me going in there, she liked me initially, and she knew I was single and she knew that I needed sex because I've not had it in my whole life. But the thing is, this Sven came in, turned her against me, I hardly ever saw her, and then she was in a relationship. Her boyfriend Mike threatened to bash me to pieces thinking I was Sven while on the scaffolding, and he's a big build person, so he's in his mid-20s, something like that, and she's roughly late 20s, but she could be as high as my age. I'm not sure. She's one of those types of people where she looks young, but she could be actually older. Anyway, I'll leave it there on that person of the description. She looks very similar to Britney Spears mixed with maybe Kylie Minogue's type of face when she was in her 30s. The skin smoothness and skin type identical to Britney Spears, the pop singer, how she would have looked in her early 20s. And now let's get rid of painting, shall we? Take into account I've not had sex properly in my whole life, and I'm being cursed with a specific painting when I'm not going to get anyone. Right, so let's get rid of the description of this painting, shall we? I initially saw it in 2015 on the internet, but I didn't take much notice of it. I just knew that it looked similar to the Lauren that worked in Tesco's. Anyway, let me describe it. It's a mystical painting, it's a doll type of painting, and you've got this lookalike to the person that works in Tesco's who's on the painting. So she looks like Britney Spears mixed with Kylie Minogue, who are both pop singers in the UK. Her skin type is identical to Britney Spears for the type of skin she has, the paleness, the colour, the smoothness, identical to Britney Spears as how her skin would have looked in her early 20s. I don't know much else about the painting, I haven't seen it properly. Anyway, the description of the actual painting itself, the legs are behind the cloud, so you don't see the legs, but you see her body, and her body's stretched out with half naked skin on the tummy part, and she's posing as a sexy lady that wants sex, and moving her arms and legs in a way where it applies that she's desperate for sex with a man. And she's holding her arm out, and again it's done in a sexual type of way with a stretch, and the sun's coming out of her hand. As that's occurring, it's like a spotlight of sunshine that's being shone down on this man that's walking down a woodland track on a dull rainy day, but the sun is only being beamed down on the person that's walking down this track. The person that's walking down this track looks a little bit younger than me, but he has exactly the same facial feature as my face from a side angle. If I remember, he's got a backpack on, wearing rugged type clothing, or clothing that someone possibly in their 50s would be wearing, or late 40s. The rest of the painting, I think there's 2 little buildings, like a cabin or a hut or something else, trees around and fields and whatever, and it's a mystical type of painting. Now, as a painting on itself, no problem, but what they've done is they've released it and now selling big on postcards. But unfortunately, I never managed to get that, and there's a documentary that covers the reason why, because I want to keep it short on this video. But when I went back to get the painting after I couldn't get it initially, because it didn't click to me to get it, and I wasn't thinking about sun curses at the time, and it was a boiling hot sunny day, and I would have missed the bus if I went back to get it after I thought about it, means that I never bought it. Where the actual painting has been taken off the internet and has been taken out of all the card shops, and what are they doing? They're continuously causing the sun to come out only where I am, yet it's cloudy everywhere else. There was over 100 times I spoke to my mother on the phone in 2024 where it's cloudy there and sunny, or where the sky was opening up to sunny weather only where I was. But the problem is, I'm one of those people that don't like sunny days, but also they're making the suggestion of very cool wording or t-shirt names like Sex in the Sunshine, or making the suggestion of teenage sexual looking girls with sunny weather at the times that they're causing this sun curse to occur on me, and is also defeating pictures I take as well, because I prefer overcast days, and they're deliberately going against me, violating me with this sexual cursed painting when it comes to this sun curse, which is on a daily basis usually. This lady that's on that painting, by the way, is doing a sexual pose with her lip, so it's like a straight lip, and she's going making that suggestion. So I'm doing a noise to make the suggestion of what she's doing on that painting. Right, next thing I want to mention is walking out the shop. There was a started car with a catalytic converter that was backing up at me, and now they just timed an 6 times loud bike time to erection. Right, so I was half falling asleep on the bus, believe it or not. Replacement's van car reverses at me wind direction to me at the same time. Red sexual car, black sexual car, white sexual car. Cell calls on the bus, JM van, tractor with spike my way, a sneeze hits my eye, Bradford's lorry, tractor scoop my way, yellow car, grey, red, black and blue, white, whatever, DX van with one light out, grey sexual mixed with dark red car, nice van, Vicaries van, coach or whatever it was, Wilmots, car with one light out, motorbike, Wayne's lorry, direct removals van, a Bree van, Boilerman van, nice van, welding van, black and blue white, sexual car timed, Logic lorry, lots of black and blue white, grey knife shaped mix of dark red. Right, so flew at me, sexual car, knife down gothic jumper, knife shaped pushchair at me, child rapist that everyone knows said, bonus a bike at me, black and fucking blue white, staggered bastard top, photo taken of me and mistaken as Saven, you're having your life taken violently, you fucking woman beater child rapist, said, fart smell, black, red, blue, sexual car, red, black sexual, dying of cancer t-shirt, smiles all around van, auction van, initial van, bow whistles, grab lorry, texts, 4 teenage girls pushing a knife shaped buggy, bonus a motorbike, photo taken of me, and sinister look, and roughly about 250 cars, 90% set up to every suggestion, and 10 plus texts. I've gone on to the bus to take a picture of what I need to take a picture of. Oh, there's a dustbin next to the sign, and I can't move it because it's next to someone's house, so it doesn't matter. I've come here for fuck all then. Thanks a fucking lot, Creator God, you nasty bastard. Or you absolute fucking spiteful cunt. Well, I'll have no out of fucking focus picture then. It's as simple as a fucking set, Christ, you fucking corrupt Christ. Timed, I'm gonna have to come back again and hope that there's a sunny day, Christ. Fucking stupid bastard. Before that evil bastard Creator God fucking set this up, slamming that fucking drain cover over, you nasty bastard, black and fucking blue lights down the drain. Yes, Christ. So there's learner cars and Somerset Waste Partnership and a Lisa Pike lookalike. To look for the out of focus picture, because obviously I'm not going to have the picture. I won't have the picture. It doesn't need to be done. Out of focus is fine, Christ. I'll have a blue sky sexy day then for the photo instead. You buckled bastard, you fucking hellbent cruelty fucking sexual slaughter fucking terror pot. You ice axing bastard, you fire staking fucking terror fucking way. Jesus Christ, there's a fucking tearaway. Going on to my fucking paper to get my fucking Somerset Waste Partnership, black and fucking blue white. And fucking blue, yellow car with knife-shaped fucking claws. I've also got to face all this action against me for the mistake of not taking a photo. God doesn't want me to take a photo. Actually, only one photo's actually come out today, so I really have wasted my fucking time. God wants my life taken. God is attempting murder, manslaughter, trying to smash me to fucking pieces with every fucking force he can put against me. And if it's not God, it's done by the government. Right, so clean van after I look like someone who sexually abused me as a child timed to my willy shooting up. Drains it over. Black and fucking blue, sexual. Black and fucking blue white on your bike van. Abri van and learner car, sick colour car, pipe fix, Somerset Waste partnership timed, black and fucking blue, sexual car white, and then I almost get hit off as I said. Vaping stench. Black and blue smashed up me Christ, you crap bastard. Right, yes, you sexual slaughter, fucking tear away Christ. Right, catalytic converter stench, black and fucking blue red. Right, penis up, some bike timed. Same again. Black and blue car. Same again with a bike. Black and blue sexual as I turn my head. Motorbike timed to a stretch again. Blue sexual car. Red joystick van. Another bike issue at me. Black and fucking blue. Black sick timed. And black and blue. Black and blue. Black and blue. And black and blue. Black and blue. Black sick timed. A row of black and blue. Grey sex with light on. Red timed and a brie van. I want to mention, sorry, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier on this recording. I'm told that I'm supposed to go with people older than people that sexually abused me as a child, and at least 15 years on top of the age they would have been at the time of when it occurred. I'm also known as a sick cunt if I look at women on dating sites if they're under the age of 38. But the problem is Jesus Christ was crucified at the age of 33 or 34, so that means I don't need to read his Bible, because that'd be sick if I read his Bible or if I worship Jesus Christ, so you can discount that religion out of the equation completely. And obviously, like I said earlier, I don't take to negative attraction, and I'm known as a sick bastard if I look at anyone basically under the age of 40 now, regardless of the situation and regardless of what's happened in your life. Somerset Waste partnership, evil headlight phantom looking on a car my way, and sexual car rely on. Another Somerset Waste partnership, Bamford's van after, a Bond with a star van, smashed teeth picture, Mr. Zippy t-shirt, get a taste of your own medicine, and a dye van, but it's not dye as in dye, it's D-Y-E, and a regrettable bastard jumper. Timed, blue, learner car, sexual car. I look like someone who sexually abused me as a child, timed to an erection. Jones t-shirt, and then twice again via about 70. Cars, 80% to suggestion. Roader van, thrifty van timed, heat radiation van, HHP van, lost van, track the wrist bike timed, night point van, polar speed van and vital van, and law lorry occurring now. Horizon van, and blowing at me by someone getting on the bus. A Maersk, or M-A-E-R-S-K lorry, red, white, being shot, child abuser, molested, specific name said. Sexual car, and a van with broken, whatever it is that's on there, it looks like smashed bones basically. Photo taken of me. Black and blue cars, bonus of bike time, and 2 more started cars. Right, so I'm back home. I had about 150 photos that I taken today because of how heavy the setups have been. The SD card's broke. However, there's a few pictures that I took on my other camera when I was accidentally using that camera, which is the main camera I was using to photograph normal things, to the one with scratch lens. So, yeah, I'm not very happy about that. He's having a break-in, he's turned a vegetable said, and there's a few other bits and pieces that are starting up, and there's been a few loud bike issues to erections, and there's been a few animal voice sounds as well. Anything else that's going to happen can go on the next recording.